Hello, friends and followers. Michael McFarland here, the Lake Fork guy, giving you the Lake Fork Daily Rundown for Monday, May 25th, and today, Wednesday, May 27th. Did not fish yesterday, and before we get into the report, I would like to kind of give you a formal apology. This is supposed to be a daily rundown. Well, nothing this year has been very consistent. In fact, it's probably been the most difficult year that I have ever faced as a fishing guide. Not only did we have a plethora of COV cancellations, reschedule, and recancellations, but we have had an embalmment of nasty weather that has also added to more cancellations than I've ever had before. I think I have over 30 trips worth of deposits. Those of you out there that know, now's the time to get booked. All right, I'm half booked into June. There's only half of June and all of July left, and then the fall. So if you are needing to reschedule a trip, now is the time. Fishing's not off the chain yet, but it's coming around. We're getting hotter. As I tell you here in just a little bit, you'll see what's coming. But really, realistically, this year, I've been booked 6 days a week throughout the whole year, and I haven't done 6 days, not once. So last week, 3 days. So I apologize that you're not getting an everyday rundown. Bear with me. It is what it is, folks. We're still trying to do the best we can, and we still are fishing, and it still is the Goat Lake, okay? So let me just tell you about it. Monday, water temperatures were looking nice, 76.6. For whatever reason, at the end of the day, they were 75.5. Well, more storms came in, more eastern wind, more rain. In fact, the lake level was 403.28. By the end of the day, it was on the rise. By the middle of the night, it was 403.46, almost 5 inches, 6 inches over pool. But stable. On Tuesday, it was stable, okay? That opened the gates. So this morning, 403.44. This afternoon, when we were finished, 403.36. Folks, it's a 27,000 surface acre lake with over 330 miles of shoreline. That's 1 full inch that it dropped in a 9 or 10 hour fishing day. That's a lot of water. That's 5 gates roaring. We still caught fish. The visibility is good. The lake temperature is really in the mid 70s. They should be warmer than that. Today was 74.4, ended 78.8. That's what I want. No more cooling trends. On the up and on the up and on the up. Let's get the thing into the 80s. Let's get it up to 88, 89, 90 degrees when these fish will start eating 2-3 times a day. So, Monday. Monday was a pretty fair day. We caught quite a few fish. Most of them came on top water. What's left of the shad reminiscence spawn, the shad spawn is still there just a little bit. The very small signs to see, some flickers, some herons that you can work. But we pulled up on a shad spawn in a couple different areas, and we actually had a pretty decent morning catching some topwater fish. Missed quite a few and landed quite a few. Our best fish on Monday, which you saw, a new personal best, that came on the V&M chopstick. And that fish wasn't as big as everybody thought. It barely made 6 pounds. Very post-spawn. If he'd caught it probably 6 weeks back, she'd probably more like a 7.5, 8 pounder. Beginning to have signs of a bug eye. Beautiful, healthy bass, but very fatigued from the spawn. But that's pretty much the only thing I'm catching fish on this week. Today, we did not get a topwater bite. We could not catch a fish on topwater today. So we went to the V&M chopstick. Because the gates were open, the fish pulled off of the structures. They weren't up on top of the stuff. They were off the edges. So we had to fish the edges, and we had to grind. They get kind of lockjaw when the gates open. We did catch a handful of fish today as well. All cookie cutters. I don't want to say, in fairness, that any of our fish today were pushing the Lake Fork Special. Remember, a Lake Fork Special is a 4 to 7 pounder. It's typically a very common fish for Lake Fork. Usually in the month of May, I'm offshore beating them up with a football jig, and it just ain't happening yet. But again, usually offshore it's about 84 degrees by now. So the topwater, it's changed. It is not the Vixen for me anymore. I have switched, and I am now throwing a Yellow Magic. I'm basically throwing Yellow Magic in chrome we had cloud conditions. So a sexy shad, but chrome. Okay, sexy chrome shad is what I would call it. You want those chrome sides when it's cloudy. And I may just go to a regular sexy shad if it wasn't cloudy. But we're going to the Magic Popper there. You can do a Rico. You can do the Yellow Magic. You can do Lake Fork Tackles Magic Popper. But definitely have it in a shad color and work it really, really slow. Not big pops, small pops. Make it spit just a little bit and stall it. One of our fish that we caught on Monday was actually started a conversation with the client and he stopped fishing. While we were talking about 10 seconds, the fish ate the bait. That keyed us in on slow down, let it soak just a little bit. The V&M, and what am I throwing that on? Throwing that on the real-time rod CB 1530 with the added McFarland signatures. I'm running a 150 Tatula, 20-pound Mason's bass on regular monofilament line. Okay, 20-pound monofilament for the topwater. On the V&M chopstick, I am typically running 1/4 ounce, either tungsten or lead. It's irrelevant. I don't put too much tungsten in fork because we lose so much of it. It doesn't really help you in the wood. It helps you a lot in the rocks, help you in hard bottom scenarios. Tungsten and wood, they don't really click, so it doesn't do anything, doesn't really help you. But I'm basically using a 1/4 ounce on most days, go up to 3/8 if it gets really windy. The chopstick, I'm throwing that on 15-pound line, fluorocarbon. I'm using a 4/0 offset hook. I do peg the weight because we're fishing a lot of the wood and things. I found that the bass are in the wood, but Texas Smoke V&M chopstick, man, that gets it done every single day. Catches fish. It's been catching fish. In fact, Randy Ophel is he's just beating them up on a daily basis. The rod that I throw that on, MB 1020, add the McFarland signatures. I assure you, you add the McFarland signatures, you will gain a good 20 feet or more in your cast. Much smoother, and you love this beautiful, slick, nice, won't slip grip. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful McFarland signatures added to any real-time rods. All right, guys, that's kind of the gist of the rundown so far this week. Fishing's going to get better. There are fish in 1 foot, 5 foot, 12 foot, 20 foot, and 30 foot. We have one big mixed water column. As the heat pours on and these weather systems quit hitting us, we are going to start to build a thermocline offshore. This thing's going to really change. It's going to kick all the fish out of the backwater. They're going to bunch up offshore. And June and July are going to be a great offshore months, both of them. Great fishing offshore is coming. So again, one last time, if I'm holding the deposit of yours, now's the time to get rebooked for June or July, okay? I'm going to close you out with this. All of you that have been with us this year, all of you that have got to go out with McFarland Fishing, all of you that have had to cancel and are looking forward to rescheduling. Man, I just want to thank all of you. I want to thank you so much for your patience. I want to thank you for your commitment to me. I want to thank many of you. This year I have got some unbelievable tips. I had a $200 tip last week on just a few fish. No big ones. You're amazing. Those that you know who you are, all of my clients have just been outrageous. I love to spend the day with you. Fathers and sons, even today. Mr. Lynn, the end of the day. Man, the guy, first of all, bought me breakfast, bought me lunch, wouldn't let me pay for anything. At the end of the day, he hands me this beautiful bag, 6 cents. And wow, what's in that? What's in that? It's several $100s. Worth of Cloud 9s and the Curve, crankbaits, I mean, sexy shad, just incredible. Thank you, Lynn. Appreciate you. Really had an awesome time with you and your son today. Thanks to all of you that follow. Please give me some thumbs up down below. Keep on following. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. Find me on Facebook. The Lake Fork Guide on Instagram. I'm Mike McFarland giving you the Lake Fork Daily Rundown. Thanks for watching.